everyone, and welcome to the weekly intuitive guidance and card of the week for the week beginning the 30th of May 2022. I'm Antoinette, intuitive healer and author, and I'm back with the card of the week and the weekly intuitive guidance for this week. Let's have a bit of a summary about last week. So it's been another intense week. I'm feeling again the split in some people actually experiencing some relief from the intensity, but then on the other hand, I've had a few clients this week and a few sessions where it's been extremely intense for them, and there have been many opportunities as the universe gives us to revisit and go back to points in their life or triggers that they're still perhaps processing or dealing with or coming up for release. So I had a few sessions this week that were very, very intense, where there was an absolute strong purging, an intense purging of the old wounding, of the feelings, and an intense feeling first before the purging, everything coming up at once, almost to the point that it's suffocating. And it's that intense that people have reached out for support, and I acknowledge their courage and their bravery to do that. It takes courage to reach out for support and say that you need help. So a lot of revisiting, a lot of memories coming up, a lot of triggers from the past, whether it be from the long past or the short past, perhaps earlier this year, perhaps last year, perhaps 5 years ago, perhaps 4 years ago, perhaps longer than that. So there's been a mixed bag of sorts this week. For me personally, I've had a very good week. I had my cards being sold at the Mind, Body, Spirit Festival in Sydney, so that was very, very exciting for me. But earlier in the week, I did feel that last squeeze that was coming through, and I feel like it's very much the Mercury retrograde pulling us through. It's also still maybe some remnants of the eclipse energy, and also us going through to the end of May and to the beginning of June, which will bring another month. So there's been a lot of miscommunications. There's been, and words are not coming really easily. I have experienced this week. So again, the Mercury retrograde energies are quite intense. The Mercury retrograde will end on the 2nd of June, but again, we will have the shadow period. So hopefully that squeeze, those misunderstandings, those miscommunications, these muck-ups that we're having with technology that I have also been experiencing, hopefully they will come to a close towards the beginning of June. Okay, so we're going to move on to, I just want to also announce that I will be doing another monthly video for the intuitive guidance for the month of June. So that will be out on around about the 1st of June. Hopefully I can get it out on the 1st of June. So come back to YouTube and Instagram and Facebook to check that out for some guidance for June. And we also have a new moon on the 30th of May, which also brings a beautiful start and an end to May and a start to June, to set your new intentions, to set what you want to bring in, which is the energy around the new moon. The card of the week this week is music. And when this card came out, straight away I received the message, look at the colors, look at the colors. So let's go through some of the colors that are on this card. So this black line is very solid, steady, quiet, and it represents the silence, because the quote actually is within the music and the silence. So a bit paradoxical, a bit of polarity there, music and silence. And then we have that solid black line, which to me represents the silence, but also another thing that I've noticed during the last week or two, a lot of people are saying that they're feeling very disconnected. They're like they're sitting in a void of energy. It's like the in-between stages. So we can also interpret that black line as being representative of that void, the black hole. So then we come down to this part of the card and the image, We look at the ebbs and the flows, the vibrations, you know, like we see on sound waves and frequency waves. So these are and they're in yellow, so very much around the solar plexus and the masculine. And then we go to the note and we see the pink. And June is a number 6 in numerology, so it's all about opening the heart space, and it's particularly the higher heart, and pink is related to the higher heart. We go down here, and then there's a blue, which is expression, the throat chakra. And then we have the purple here, which is the third eye chakra, the intuition, the femininity, the going within, the silence. So they asked me to point out the colours to you, and no doubt they will relate to themes that we will come across during this next week. I'm going to now read you the channeled message that I received from my guidebook that comes with my deck, that I received when I actually drew this image for music. And I shall read that for you now. And again, I encourage you to allow you to have some self-care moments, to sit and reflect, and to just really absorb the channeled messages that are coming through while I read this message. Music. Within the music and the silence. Have you ever really listened to the music? Many a true word is spoken through music. Music is a method of collating emotions, reactions, experiences. It is a mode of expression. Music is a medium of delivering messages in a subtle or intuitive manner. Whether it is the notes, the lyrics, the sounds, or the vibrations, we can receive feelings, thoughts, or associations related to memories or possible triggers. So many songs take us back to a memory, an emotion, a relationship, or perhaps a place. Maybe it is time to reconnect with the music, the beats, the rhythm, the words. The memory. Maybe you are playing a song repeatedly. Why is this song resonating with you so much? Is it revealing a past pain or hurt? Or is it associated with joy, laughter, and happiness? Then there is silence, a different beat and a different rhythm, but also a form of music in its own. Silence plays a different tune, a different tone. How many answers do we find in silence? Silence has its own sounds, vibrations, and meanings. In the silence, we can hear our sound and the voice of creation. As we meditate, we follow the sound of our breath, our inner existence, and the sound of source energy. Silence allows us the opportunity to listen in a whole new way. There we hear the ebbs and the flows of our breath, our inner pendulum or our heartbeat, the messages from our soul, spirit, or our intuition. These are all more readily and clearly heard in silence. Silence is not without music, and music is equally not without silence. Within the music there is silence, and within the silence there is music. They can be experienced individually or simultaneously and are complementary to each other. Both are healing, both bring peace, and together they bring unity. Which one resonates for you? Music or silence or both? In these messages for this week, I really think we're being called to look also at our polarities, you know, the difference between music and then silence, but knowing that they are connected and there is not one without the other. In silence we hear music, in music we hear silence. It's very paradoxical. And I think that we're also being encouraged to listen to our own song, to listen to our song that we have in our own hearts. But also, if you resonate with music, you can maybe play music also when you meditate. And that's encompassing and incorporating and embodying those two polarities. And I also find that many a time, you know, I have a song stuck in my head. And if that happens during this week, be more aware of it and actually go in and perhaps look at the lyrics of the song or meditate listening to the song so that you can hear the meaning that's trying to come through for you. A lot of messages come through music, and as it's stated in the channel message, it can be the tone, it can be the lyrics, it can be the frequency of the music. So the universe is asking us to pay attention this week, to really sit, either meditate, listen to music, and listen to our own heartbeat, and know that we are one with the divine, as well as encompassing and embodying those polarities within us and that duality within us. I'm going to leave you with that for this week. I wish you all a beautiful week. Again, if anyone is interested in purchasing my deck or having a look at it further, please go to www.antoinettethomson.com and you will find information about my deck, and also you will be able to purchase it there, and it's available for immediate delivery. I wish you all a beautiful week. Thank you for sharing this sacred space with me, and I shall see you soon with the monthly video for the intuitive guidance for June. Thank you so much. Bye for now. Peace, love, and light.